Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Three Bands. Welcome to another edition of Pickups, and I have got some sick shoes to show you today. And you know that I'm the anti-hype guy, but you're looking in front of me and you see these hype shoes. These are Bape. These are Bape forums. These are the 30th anniversary Bape forums that are about to be released. They're samples, so nobody's seen them yet. But why in the world does Three Bands have them and I'm the anti-hype guy? Well, the truth is, Bape used to be anti-hype, and I am the anti-hype guy, and in 2003, that's where it came from. So we're going to rewind, and we're going to start talking about why this is so important and why I connect with this story. The Japanese have a saying, a bathing ape in lukewarm water means an overindulgent youth. And that's not a compliment, even though you may think it is. It's actually kind of an insult. What it means is that, let's say you've got the latest pair of Jordans that just came out, and it's not enough. Now you have to have the next pair of Jordans and the next pair of Jordans. That's not individuality, and that's not what Nigo was about. What he wanted was to have a limited brand where you weren't wearing the same thing that everybody else was walking down the street wearing. That's important because you need to be who you are. Feel comfortable in your own skin. So when he started the brand, he made very, very small amounts of everything. Sometimes you even had to have an appointment to pick those up. So when I think about these 03 apes sitting in front of me, and you're thinking, why in the world did he only make, for instance, 500 of these, only one of these, only 100 of these, and only one of these? It's because it's not necessarily about exclusivity and having the money to have it. It's because he wanted you to be an individual, be yourself, and to have something that meant that you did not follow along with the program. So now we're about to talk about some of these crazy shoes that I hope at some point you'll be able to pick up. So here we go, the 2003 apes. Why are these so important? Because these created a lifestyle brand. What's an example of a lifestyle brand? Adidas. When they collaborated with Run DMC, they created not only the most popular shoe in the world, they created one of the first lifestyle brands. And as far as a clothing manufacturer collaborating with a shoe company, this is it. And let me show you this shoe. If you want to wear a piece of history on your foot, then you have to. Let me say this again. You have to have this shoe. This is one of the first lifestyle brand shoes ever in history. It is the original camo pattern from Bape. It is one of 500, but that's not what's important. What's important is the history, it's the story, it's where Nigo started. Pick up this shoe because it still is available. Now I'm going to reveal the next shoe. This shoe is super important. The only other person that has the other side of this shoe is Gary Aspen. This is another version of the shoe. And here we go. It's one of 500. But this particular one, I brought it out just because everyone loves to see something that's special. This is special. This is one of one. You see that? 000. Again, this is all about creating a shoe that's about individuality. This is a shoe that you might not ever see again, and I wanted to show it to you because it's that special. Now I'm going to get this shoe out of the way, and guess what's next? You're not going to believe this. There it is. This shoe is absolutely a legend. This is the Super Ape Skate. This is an iridescent lizard pattern. One of the most beautiful shoes, I'm serious, Nike or whatever, ever produced. Do you see the glitter in that shoe? That's absolutely ridiculous. I've seen people try to complicate this or replicate it. You can't. There were only 100 of these shoes produced. This is one of those shoes. I bring it out again, not because it's expensive, because this is about individuality. This is a shoe, when you wear it on your foot, it's about I am an individual. Now I'm about to show you something that is absolutely groundbreaking. And you see it in front of me. I get so many comments on this pair of shoes. This is the Friends and Family 100 pair of the Ape Skates. They only made 100 of these. This is actually a prototype. This never got made. This is the most beautiful, for me, superstar that's probably ever made. Look at this absolutely gorgeous pattern. On the back, you see that? 0. Only one made. Again, I'm not showing you this because there's only one of these made. I'm showing you this because Nigo wanted you to be an individual. He wanted you to be comfortable in your own skin. That's why all of these are limited. That's why I gravitate to it so much. That's why I love the fact that this is anti-hype. So what about the hype, Tim? Why are you even going to show me the hype shoes? Well, you got to stay tuned because we're going to visit that in just a moment. So now you're asking yourself, 3 bands, why are you sitting here, the anti-hype guy, with hype shoes in front of you? Well, let me tell you the story. Nigo was heavily influenced by Andy Warhol. As you know, Andy Warhol took everyday images and he exaggerated the colors to turn them into art. Nigo, being influenced by that, did the same thing. He took normal camouflage patterns, he exaggerated it, he even made it kind of cartoonish, which is actually in reference to his Japanese culture. And it made them into pieces of art that you can wear on your shoe for the everyday masses and not just 500 people. Let me grab a couple of these shoes and show you what I love about them and just show you how exaggerated the colors are. Look at that. All the way around is beautiful. See how vibrant that is? The gold Adidas hit, the 30th on there, all the way around. I even went ahead and took out one of the insoles because I want you to still see how exaggerated these colors are and the Bape faces are. Now on this shoe right here, as you can see, it says a bathing ape. I love that nice hit. Now let's take a look at this blue. This is such a vibrant blue. If you wear this shoe, people are going to stop and ask you all about it, and you'll be able to tell them the story of Bape, whether it comes from the limited 100 to 500 or to the Andy Warhol, where he took exaggerated everyday images and turned them to art, and now you're wearing a piece of art on your feet. What a beautiful story. And as you know, I gravitate to anything I love. So even though I am the anti-hype guy, I love these shoes. I truly support these shoes, and I would not hesitate to wear them every day and tell you the story about them. So in closing, what Nigo did was he took a limited amount of shoes, which he found out resonated with so many people. It resonates with me right now, which is why I have so many of them in my room. And he made them into an art form. But it evolved because he realized that so many other people out there were individuals and they wanted to express themselves as well, even if it is through just a pair of shoes, because really they're not just a pair of shoes. He created a pair of shoes through some imagery like Andy Warhol that actually made everyday images and everyday pair of shoes into art. And for that, I love them, and I gravitate to anything with a story. So thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.